The Distinguished Service Award is given annually to those individuals who have made outstanding contributions to sport through education, research, or service. Honorees for the DSA must possess an extensive background in sport and have made significant contributions to the profession through instruction, research, and service. Clearly, the honoree that we have here this evening more than satisfies this criteria. Dr. Christopher Edginton is a professor in the School of Health, Physical Education, and Leisure Services at the University of Northern Iowa, where he has been known to be a leading proponent of the application of contemporary management concepts to the recreation field. He has served in leadership positions in the profession, including president of the American Association for Leisure and Recreation, the executive secretary of the American Leisure Academy, and most recently is completing a stint of 10 years as the Secretary General of the World Leisure Organization, a non-governmental organization in a consultative capacity to the United Nations. He is also co-founder of the Global Forum for Physical Education Pedagogy, a worldwide social movement aimed at rethinking, reframing, and refocusing physical education pedagogy and the training of health and physical education teachers. In addition to his very active role in the profession through these membership organizations, he also has an extensive publications record, including numerous monographs. Besides the monographs that he has authored, he has been playing a leading role in journals and periodicals, including serving as the managing editor of Leisure Today, the associate editor of the Journal of Park and Recreation Administration, and as a member of editorial and policy making board for Humanics, the Journal of Leadership in Youth and Human Services, and the Journal of Physical Education, Recreation, and Dance. These are but a few of the many publications in which he has involved in the profession. There have been few individuals that meet the criteria for the DSA in all three areas: that of an educator, of a researcher, and a professional whose career is filled with service. At this time, I would like to call upon Mr. Robert Campbell, Chairman of the Board of Trustees of the United States Sports Academy, and Chris, if you would kindly step up here, to confer upon him the Order of the Eagle Exemplar with Rosette.
Well, what a great honor, and very pleased to have been recognized by the United States Sport Academy. I'd like to thank Tom Sondich and the Board of Trustees for this honor and for hosting this reception. I've known Tom for a number of years as a result of my professional association, work in professional association. I deeply value and respect his work as an educator on a worldwide basis. My son David is a diplomat, and he has worked with Tom and his son TJ, and he speaks very highly of him in their interactions. Tom, I want to thank you. Tom, I want to thank you for your friendship with my son David and your interactions with him. My work as the Secretary General of the World Leisure Organization has been a journey of great interest. It has provided me with the opportunity to travel throughout the world to meet and interact with numerous dignitaries and preside over a number of significant events. It has been a really outstanding learning opportunity and enabled me to gain many very, very valuable experiences and a number of important friendships. I would like you to know that I deeply value all the associations that I've had, that I've been able to make over the past decade as a result of my work in the World Leisure Organization, especially with many of you who are here tonight. This journey started with a nomination by a good friend and colleague, Dr. Larry Neal. Larry, where are you? I know you're here. Larry Neal. Larry, thank you so much for advancing my candidacy for this position. This was followed by an interview conducted at New York University that included Jack Agros, Derek Casey, Karen Barrett, and Arnie Grossman. I know Derek and Karen are here tonight. I deeply appreciate the confidence that you showed in me to assume this position. The second interview was held in the Frankfurt, Germany airport between Derek and I, and the third one in Brisbane with the executive committee and the full board of directors. I want to thank those individuals for their confidence and trust in making the appointment. This evening I want to especially acknowledge Derek Casey. Derek was remarkable in 3 different ways. Okay? Those have been around here, you know what I'm saying. First, he's a remarkable statesman, capable of operating at the highest levels among the most notable dignitaries that we interacted with. Second, and this is amazing, he was willing to travel anywhere at any time to represent the organization. And third, Derek is a great scholar and intellect in his own right. He has the ability to conceptualize and frame ideas and the discourse with fresh, new, dynamic perspectives that's truly amazing. All of those were important things that he taught us all, and he only had to do it in 3 points, which is his style and his way of communicating. I'd also like to thank board members of the board of directors, past and present, who have supported me in this journey. In the main, we work together as a team attempting to advance the organization and its future to ensure its success. All board members worked vigorously. We didn't always agree on strategies, but were able to reach consensus on most items. Of most importance, I'd like to thank the professional staff for their great efforts. The work of Johanna Smith, Kim Heffernan Moss, Lacey Fisher, Carol Bean, graduate assistants of Boubacar Jal, Shafee Nee have been extraordinary. If you only knew how intense and committed these individuals were to their endeavors, I know you'd be truly amazed. I also want to thank my former and current colleagues, especially at the University of Oregon, Dave, where are you at, Dave? Dave, who's at Vancouver Island University, and at the University of Northern Iowa, who provided me a platform for my international activities. Without their support, my international adventures would have been greatly diminished. Last, I want to thank the most important people in my life, that's my family. My wife Susan endured long stints of travel while I was away from home. Susan, thank you so much for staying by me all these years. This evening also with me is my daughter Carol. Carol teaches cultural anthropology at 2 different universities. She's a great university professor, does a wonderful job. And my granddaughters, Hannah and Lily, are here also. Hannah's my oldest grandchild, and Lily is my youngest grandchild. And they're very cool, they're very hip. My son David and his wife Jennifer and his 2 sons, Jakey and Joey, are now on their new diplomatic post in Saudi Arabia. I'm sure Tom and TJ will be there with them shortly, so be sure to give my regards as you go with them. Thank you all for being here this evening and joining me and my family in this reception. And I want to again thank Tom and the Academy and the Board of Trustees for bestowing this award. Thank you very much.